Welcome to the second video in the coaching mini-series, The Basic Jobs of a Coach. In the first one, I touched upon just enjoying your job. In the second one, we're going to talk a lot about staying hungry. And I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about staying hungry to learn as much as possible, to always be willing to change, stay hungry to learn more, stay humble. In my years of coaching, one thing that I pride myself on doing is being almost overly complicated with how much I plan. My family laughs at me when I start planning for a high school track season in, November. But I mean, that's what we have to be as coaches. That's who we have to be to always push the boundaries. I'm also an educator, and a lot of times one of the biggest knocks on educators is that we use the same lesson plans over and over and over again. And you know what? There may be some educators out there that do that. I'm the kind of individual that likes to try new things, to try to push what I know, push the boundaries to get the best results. Going back to just track and field, at the end of every year, I look and I say, what was our biggest issues this year? And in this last season, the 2017 season, there were a couple of things that I noticed. Some approach issues and some takeoff issues. And right after the season was done, I sat down and I thought about those, and I wondered what I could do differently to go and change that for the 2018 upcoming season. So I already changed my practice inventories. I already worked on some different drills, even met with some athletes right after the season and had them try some things that they really, really enjoyed and seemed to take away a lot from those drills. So I have already started working my way into how are we going to make 2018 better. And here's the thing, whether you're a coach for 3 years, whether you're a coach for 40 years, there's always more to learn. I mean, there's going to be. I know that the current practice inventory I have is not going to be the same one I have in maybe even as early as maybe 2 or 3 months from now, depending on what I fall upon or what I see or whenever I talk to another coach. Let's say a coach like you, possibly that's watching the video, want to contact me and give me suggestions. I would love that. I'm completely open to always changing things to make sure that it is for the betterment of my athletes and for the success. I will pretty much throw myself at anything out there because I'm hungry and I want to get better as a coach, and I don't want to just be stuck in neutral, and I want to give my athletes everything they deserve. So the reason I chose this picture for this video is this is a program that's a little bit on the rise right now called RPR. It's Reflexive Performance Reset, and it's basically a way to reset your body to prepare it for sports and performing and competing. And some of the things that I saw when I first saw this at a coach's clinic, I was somewhat skeptical and I was a little unsure, but then once I myself got reset, I was completely blown away by the situation and by the program and what it can do for you or me and whomever. And so I signed up for a class, and this is a picture of that class, and it took place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And I went for a day of training with another coach, Joel Block, who I coach with on the staff in Sun Prairie, and love it. Absolutely love it. I don't know how we're going to use it specifically with athletes when it's kind of weird for a coach to, rub muscles and things of an athlete, but it's something that we're looking to implement into our program because even though Joel is probably one of the smartest coaches I've ever met, and even though he's been competing since he was a high schooler, and even though I feel as though I'm a very accomplished coach, we don't let those things stop us from learning more. And I think honestly, if you look at our program here in Sun Prairie, I think the results kind of speak for themselves. Our athletes continue to grow. Our program continues to grow because we're hungry, and all the athletes on our staff really are. And so I highly, highly, highly recommend that you stay hungry. At the same time, stay humble, but always look to update. Don't make things too crazy. Don't make it too complicated, but be on the constant lookout for better information to further yourself. Like, for instance, one other thing before I finish this video. I know right now one of my biggest deficiencies is the weight room. And I'm always looking for the ability to further my knowledge in the weight room. On our Sun Prairie team, we have a weight room guy. He stays up there, he works with them. It's almost kind of like a college setting where an individual is in charge of the weight room. Well, for me, I am so hungry in terms of long and triple jump that I want to know way more than just the jumps, just the drills, just some of the basic, so-ons. I want to know weight room stuff. I want to know specifics. I want to know everything I can about the various different pieces and parts of the body. That's why I went to a class like RPR here, to really, really, really assist athletes at that next level. Not just the drills, the things that we do at practice together, but the weight room, the preparation, those kinds of things. And so I know that that's my goal for the next, however long. I want to take classes. I want to go to college seminar type things and watch those. I want to read books on biomechanics and so on and so forth. I just highly recommend you as a coach do the same thing. I've mentioned this in other videos before. Track and field is not the most beautiful of sports that people love. It's not nationally renowned here in the United States as one of the most amazing things ever, even though I think it is. We need great coaches who love their jobs and stay humble and work nonstop to make this sport as great as it really can be. So, lesson number 2, coach's job: stay hungry, stay humble, work hard to figure out as much as you can to refine yourself and make you the best coach you can be. All right, good luck.